What's going on, y'all? This is John with Facemask Fantasy, bringing you new fantasy content every day right here on this channel. And today we are continuing our rookie profiles for the 2022 season. We will be going over every notable rookie in this year's draft, both now, post-combine, and post-NFL draft, as well as bringing you up-to-date analysis on all free agency and general NFL-related content as it relates to fantasy football. So stay tuned with us throughout the offseason to get the coverage you need on both the rookie class and everything fantasy football to dominate your leagues next year. But let's get into the subject for today. Michigan State running back Kenneth Walker III. He's 5'10", 210 pounds, and while he ended his career in college with the Michigan State Spartans, he began his college career with the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And his numbers weren't eye-popping in his freshman year. He had 579 yards and 4 touchdowns on 98 rushes, yards per carry average of 5.9, and he caught 3 passes for 17 yards. Though encouragingly to start off his sophomore season, Walker was given an increased role with Carney gone and matched his yardage total from the season prior with 579 yards and 13 touchdowns on 119 rushes for a yards per carry average of 4.9 through 7 games. He also caught 3 balls for 30 yards. Unfortunately, he still wasn't given the full role in the backfield as a sophomore, as he split carries with Christian Beal-Smith as well as backup Justice Ellison. And on top of that, he mysteriously stopped being involved in Wake Forest's game plan after the first game in November against North Carolina. After that game, he nearly went a month without playing in a single game. And as such, on January 4th, 2021, Kenneth Walker entered the NCAA transfer portal and transferred to Michigan State. And in his first game with the Spartans, Kenneth Walker rushed for 264 yards and 3 touchdowns on 23 carries, including a 73-yard touchdown on the first play. He didn't slow down from there as he went from relative unknown to possible Heisman finalist by the season's end. In his only season at MSU, he finished second in the country with 1,636 rushing yards to go along with 18 touchdowns, averaging an unbelievable 6.8 yards per carry on huge volume, 264 rushes. And while he didn't win the Heisman, he won the Doak Walker Award for Best College Running Back. Kenneth Walker III projects as an early down back and a high volume ball carrier at the NFL level. Walker closed the season with relatively little tread on his tires, considering he only had the starter role for Michigan State for 1 season. He's got vision, balance, elusiveness, explosiveness. He held the longest streak in the country for carries without a fumble, spanning over the 2019, 2020, and part of the 2021 college seasons. So NFL teams should have no concerns over his ball security, even when given a large workload. His only knocks at this point in the game are his pass catching skills and his pass blocking skills. Although blocking is not often viewed as a primary function for running backs, especially in fantasy, it's a very important skill, important for runners who want to see the field on all 3 downs. And right now, Walker needs to work on that area of his game. And he also isn't a proven receiving threat, so those are definitely things he can improve on as he makes the move to the next level. Although he doesn't have a heavy sample size catching the ball, Walker has flashed traits like body control and escapability after the catch, and so he definitely has some pass catching traits. I think now he just needs the reps to prove that he can do it. And as a runner, Walker's tape speaks for itself. He might be the best pure runner in the 2022 NFL draft. We don't yet have his athletic measurables, as they don't come out until the combine or pro days are held, so we don't know his 40 time and other metrics. That said, 2 metrics that we like to use around this time of year to get a handle on the values of running backs before the athletic testing is held are college dominator rating and college target share. College dominator rating is a measure of how much of a team's total offense was created by the player in question, and college target share is just that, the total target share he commanded in the offenses throughout his college career. Kenneth Walker has the best college dominator rating I've ever seen from a running back with 63.2%. That's 99th percentile. Means he accounted for almost 2/3 of his team's total offense. Unfortunately, I don't yet have his college target share numbers taking into account his monster 2021 season, but rest assured, I'll get that to you by our next deep dive video on him, which should be coming out sometime after the combine. That said, at the end of the day, Walker possesses a full arsenal needed to enter the NFL and instantly be a feature back as a rookie. And when I look for comparisons, honestly, my first thought was that he profiled a lot like Javonte Williams, with a little less proven passing down chops. I also saw a lot of LaShawn McCoy in his game as far as his cutting ability. Same size of a player, all 3 are 5'10", listed at 210 pounds. Walker is projected to be a second rounder at this point in the game. Javonte was a second rounder, and Shady was a second rounder as well. Both Shady and Javonte ran the 40 40 in the mid 4.5s, and I could see that kind of speed from Kenneth Walker at the combine. I could also see Kenneth Walker's playing career starting a lot like Javonte's and LeSean McCoy's. Javonte split work with the veteran while he worked on his deficiencies in his first year in Denver and looks primed to take the NFL by storm in his sophomore season, with Melvin Gordon possibly on the outs as a pending free agent. And LeSean McCoy split work with Brian Westbrook in his first year in Philly before bursting onto the scene in 2010 as a sophomore. As far as how he matches up against the other prospects in his class, Walker doesn't have the multiple years of high-end production that a Breece Hall has. And he isn't quite built like Texas A&M's Isaiah Spiller, who had over 1,000 yards on the ground last year and 70 career catches in the SEC. But that said, Walker could end up having the highest upside of all three prospects if he can improve on his passing down stock early on. But what do you think about Kenneth Walker? Put your thoughts in the comment section below, or even better yet, tune into one of our weekly live streams and we can have a direct conversation about Kenneth Walker and any other rookies or players or general fantasy situations that you would like to discuss. We have a live stream every Tuesday at 6 p.m. EST, and we have a live stream every Saturday. We normally hold our Saturday streams at 6 p.m., but we will be holding our Saturday streams at 2 p.m. until NFL games are no longer being played on Saturday afternoons, at which point we'll resume streaming at 6 p.m. So come join us, join in on the discussions, and as always, my name's John. This is Facemask Fantasy, bringing you new fantasy content every day right here on this channel, so if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Thank y'all for listening and have a great day.